All right, class. Home stretch for this unit. We've done solving equations for the past couple of days. Now we're going to go ahead and finish everything up by solving inequalities. What you have to remember is that we're basically doing the same exact thing. The only thing that's different is the fact that we're using inequality symbols as opposed to equal to signs. Now with inequality symbols, it gives us a range of answers or a range of possibilities. With equations, they only give us one exact answer, okay? So let's just jump right into it. I have 9 problems. I'm going to go ahead and do about 4 or 5, and then I encourage you all to go ahead and try the rest on your own, okay? So let's go ahead and start off with number 9. We have 3m plus 4 has to be less than 49, okay? So same thing, same processes. Start by getting rid of the constant until you only have your variable and your coefficient left. At that point, you're either going to multiply or divide based off of what the inequality gives you. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 4 on this side and subtract 4 on this side. So now I have 3m has to be less than 49 minus 4 is 45. Okay? I have an m, I have a coefficient. Now I could either multiply or divide. It just so happens this is a division problem. So m has to be less than 15. M has to be less than 15. Can m be 14? Is 14 less than 15? So yes, m can be 14, 13, 12, 11, but m cannot be 16. And since this is m is less than 15, it cannot be 15 either. Okay? We could plug it in and see if it's true. 3 times 15 is 45. 45 plus 4 is going to give us 49. All right? So as long as it's less than 15, we're good. So m is less than 15. M is less than 15. Excellent. Now, let's go ahead and try one of these division type problems. So 5 plus, let's try p over 6 has to be less than or equal to 2. Less than or equal to 2. Or a maximum of 2. Same thing, start with our constants. Minus 5, minus 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. That's exactly what we need. We want to get rid of that. So less than or equal to 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Okay? So now I'm going to multiply by a positive 6. Multiply by 6, multiply by 6. So now p has to be less than or equal to negative 18. P has to be less than or equal to negative 18. P could be negative 19, P could be negative 20, P could be negative 21, P could also be negative 18. As long as it's less than negative 18, you have a correct answer. Okay? So P is less than or equal to negative 18. Okay? Alright, let's try 7. 4d minus 3 is greater than or equal to 9. 4d minus 3 is greater than or equal to 9. So, I'm going to go ahead and add 3. So 4d has to be greater than or equal to 12. I'm going to go ahead and divide by 4 and divide by 4. So d has to be greater than or equal to 3. Let's plug in and see if that makes sense. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 minus 3 is 9. So yes, if d is greater than or equal to 3, this inequality will be true. So d could be 3, d could be 4, d could be 5, d could be 200. As long as d is greater than or equal to 3, it will fulfill this inequality. So here's my answer for this. d is greater than or equal to 3. Okay? Let's try some of the problems on the top. Because I've been giving you guys a lot of problems that are whole numbers or integers. So let's try to shift away from that a little bit. So 25 plus 4a is less than or equal to 75. Okay? Let's go ahead and follow our same steps and same procedures. Minus 25 to get rid of my constants. Minus 25. 4a is less than or equal to 50. 4a is less than or equal to 50. Now, let me just go ahead and divide. Divide by 4, divide by 4. A is less than or equal to 12.5. 12.5 is the correct answer. If you want me to go ahead and divide it out so you can see a little bit better, this is going to be 1. This is going to be 2. All right, we have a remainder of 2, so let me just go ahead and add that decimal. And this is going to be 5, 12.5. So what does that mean? I'm going to go ahead and draw it on a number line so you'll see what it means. Here is going to be 12.5, which is my answer. So all of the possible solutions is less than 12.5. So I would graph this by not just putting a point, but I would put a point as well as an arrow going to the left, because A has to be less than or equal to 12.5. Okay? So let me just put that up here. A is less than or equal to 12.5. All right. So we've already done 4, so let's go ahead and do one more, and then I'll leave the rest up to y'all. Let's try 5. Let's try 5. Actually, let's try, because I want you guys to do 5. Let's go ahead and try 3. Let's try 3. So we have 120 plus 32n is less than or equal to 720. Same thing, minus 120 minus 120. So we have 32n is less than or equal to 600. Divide by 32, divide by 32. So n has to be less than or equal to 18.75. 18.75. Okay? So now let's go ahead and put this into a number line. This is going to be 18.75. N has to be less than or equal to that. So I'm going to put a dot here because it can be equal to. If it can't be equal to, I'm going to go ahead and put an open circle. So since it is equal to it, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then this goes this way. So these are all the possible solutions for n in this unique situation. It has to be less than or equal to 18.5. And that's it, okay? So as of now, go ahead and complete the ones that I did not finish. Also, the 4 extra problems that's on your build.